So I bought this app because I wanted 5 more minutes in bed every day, but it turns out it's just a magic trick. But as a magic trick, is it any good? Let's find out. So Timeline is an app by Patrick Kun and with developers Peter Kun and also Mark Kirstein, who developed this app that allows you to control time, or at least give that impression. So Timeline is an app that's available on iOS and Android. I have it on Android, and I only recently found out that it's even available on Android, so it was amazing to get that installed on my phone. I found that out from the Magic Apps Facebook group, and if you're not a member of the Magic Apps Facebook group, definitely go become a member there, because you can really keep track of all the Magic Apps that are out there. So if you're into Magic Apps, definitely check it out. So you go and get the Timeline app. For me it was €31.99. You go buy it, you download it. What do you get? So what you get is an app. I know, shocking, right? You go buy an app, you get an app. So you get the app. You can set it up on your phone. The instructions are in the app. There's information there and all the things you need to do about performing it. You also get access to a Facebook group for the people who use the app only. So definitely go check that out if you get the app, of course. And then you learn so many different routines and different ways of using it and making it even better than it already is on the Facebook group. And you get the instructions, which you get a link to from the settings menu in the app. So let's talk about the instructions now and what they're all about. So the instructions are a Vimeo link with Patrick going through all what you need to know to set this app up and how to use it. It's about 9.5 minutes long, so it's only that. There are no routines or performance footage in the instructions. It's just purely how to set it up and how to actually use it. Now, a lot of this setup is for iOS because that's how it was originally created, and the instructions are just used across. There are small differences in how you have to set up on Android compared to setting it up on iOS from what I found setting it up, because there was a few things that didn't exactly line up with the instructions, but you'll be able to figure it out very easily and straightforward, and it's very quick to set up. I had it set up in no time at all and was performing it almost immediately. So once you have it set up and ready to go, you'll be taught how to use it. There's a few options then in the settings to tweak a few things depending on your style, so that's really helpful. But with the instructions, very to the point. It would have been nice to have some performance footage or maybe some routine ideas, but I think a lot of people who get this already have routines in mind that they want to use it for. So that's what's there with the instructions. And let's move on now to whether or not this is a difficult trick to do. So is it difficult? No. It's not difficult. This is probably one of the easiest tricks you'll ever do. It's so straightforward, and for how strong an impact this has, for how easy it is, I don't think there's many tricks that have that sort of balance more in easy favor. Once you have it set up and you understand how to use it, it is super straightforward. You can get it done in no time at all. You might want to spend some time practicing it with everything, sure, but it's as close to a self-working trick really as you can get. There's small little things you have to remember. I'm not going to go into it now, but definitely it's an easy trick. Anyone can do this. If you can use your phone on your day-to-day basis, you can use this app and absolutely fry people. So definitely it's easy to do, and that's all I can say. I don't think there's an easier app really out there than this. There's some great apps out there, and I think because it's just a lot of apps do loads of things. This is just it's the one thing you can change time, which it's a pretty good thing if you're going to do one thing. So that makes it super straightforward, nice and simple to use. So definitely it's a very easy trick to do. So now let's move on to Steve's questions. So for those of you who watch the podcast know that my co-host is Steve Spade, and he asks me the same questions whenever I buy a new trick. So we're going to go through them now and see if you find these helpful as well. So I load up the questions that he always asks me, the same one every time, and the first one is, will I do it? So I have been doing it, I will continue to do it, and it's definitely, this is going to be something I'm going to be doing quite a lot. The next one is, am I happy with my purchase? So I am happy with the purchase. I think it's very well priced for a Magic app. Some apps are very expensive, and this one is in around the 30 mark in euro, which I think is fair. It's something that it does what it does, and it does it very well. So I think I'm very happy with my purchase. I haven't had any issues with it so far. There's been no crashes, nothing like that, no technical bugs. So definitely happy with my purchase. The next question Steve has is, should he get one? Yes, he should get one. I think he'll really enjoy it. Steve doesn't do a lot of app magic, but I think this is one he'll definitely enjoy. And if you do anything with your phone in performance, I definitely think it's worth picking up. Even if you don't try it, I think you'll enjoy the feeling of doing this trick. The next one is there anything else like it out there? So I don't think there's anything else out there. I haven't seen it, and probably if there's anything else, it would only be with Patrick's permission, because this is his idea, he created it. So I definitely think there's nothing else like it out there, and it's definitely, from an app point of view, the one to go for. So those are Steve's questions, and I hope you found them useful. So frequently asked question is next, and I want to just think the main one I have for this app with Timeline is people ask what routines you can do with this, because for me personally, when I saw this, like, oh, this would be cool with a routine, maybe like a tournament restore card or some sort of triumph routine or something like that. That would work really well. But I was like, maybe I didn't think it could be performed on its own. I see that question a few times. Can you just do the time travel aspect of the trick? Is that okay to perform, or do you have to put it with another trick? Before I got it and before I started messing around with it, I would have said 100% this will elevate a trick, but I don't think it's something that you should do on its own. But having done it on its own, I think it definitely can be done on its own. As a standalone piece, it really works, and I was surprised myself at that, how strong it is. And it's one of those things that when you show the time changing, the exact number of minutes that the audience member said they want the time to change, and it changes on your phone, they go, oh, that's cool. And then they check their own phones and see the time has gone back for them as well. That feeling is eerie. It's weird. I don't think I've experienced any other trick that gives that sort of like tension when people start seeing that, and it's absolutely incredible. People really freak out when they check their own phones, and it's just like jaw drop, silence, like, what? It's as close to real time travel as you're going to get. So definitely as a standalone piece, it does work. I personally will probably do it more with another effect than just standalone, but I'd have no problem just going, someone say, oh, show me something, and just go do that. I think it's absolutely can be done as standalone, so I hope that helps with the people who are asking that question. So, is there anything I don't like about this? It's always things you like and things you don't like. Personally, I really like the app. I'm hoping in future updates, some of the features that I can see people talking about on the Facebook group on the iOS can come up to Android. I know it's difficult because Android can be a bit of a pain at times, but it would be cool to see some of that stuff. So the lack of that can be you get a bit of FOMO maybe at times with that. But the other thing would be maybe the instructions being a bit longer with a bit more like performance footage, and just seeing people using it in real life, I think would be really cool. There's a few things you have to do in performance. It'd be nice to see how people choreograph that from the creator point of view and be able to see that. I think that would be really helpful. And maybe just one or two routine ideas I think could have been nice in the instructions just to take it up another level. But besides that, they're doing things that are like nitpicky for me. Everything else, absolutely perfect. So now we move on to rating. So I do rating slightly differently. I'm not going to give this a percentage or a score of 5 or anything. My rating is more about will I be using it. I'll be talking about whether it goes in my bottom drawer, maybe if I'm not delete it off my phone, have it on my phone, never use it, that sort of stuff. This to me is going to be an everyday carry because it's on my phone. It's definitely an everyday carry. It's going to be a worker. This is going to be something on my phone that when someone asks me to do something, it's going to be one of my go-tos of performance. It's going to be something that if I'm doing some card magic, I'll be incorporating it. If I'm just on my own with nothing on me, do that. Absolutely fine. People make the time go back. So this for me is going to be, my rating for this is that it's definitely an everyday carry. So the Timeline app. Do you have it? What do you think about it? Comment down below. Let me know what you think. If you have any other questions as well about the app, definitely comment down below. And always no exposure in the comments. On the Quantum one, I delete a load of comments. If you're like, keep secret. Don't comment methods in a public YouTube. Like, what are you doing? Don't do that. No exposure. And if you are watching this and you did find it helpful, give the video a like and also hit the subscribe button. It really helps the channel out and it lets us know that you want us to do more reviews and keep it going. So definitely hit that like button, hit the subscribe, and check out new podcast episodes. We recently had Adrian Vega on the channel, so that's there as well. And also there's some clips of magicians telling stories about when performances went absolutely to shit, so definitely check them out and how people recover from that, because some of the stories are absolutely hilarious. So they're all on the channel, so make sure you check them out, and we'll be back again with another review very soon. Thanks.